Welcome back to Dinar Community, your reliable destination for urgent updates on currency shifts, financial transformations, and the evolving landscape of global economic power. We're living in a time where the rules of global finance are being rewritten, not by traditional powerhouses, but by innovation, digital breakthroughs, and nations long overlooked on the world stage. In a world where superpower influence is no longer absolute, we are now witnessing a seismic shift, a financial reawakening driven by technology, strategic resources, and rising economic players. Today's episode isn't just another currency update, it's a spotlight on what might be the most defining financial transformation of this decade. Two nations, Vietnam and Iraq, once considered economically peripheral, are stepping into the spotlight. They're not just adjusting to global economic trends, they're actively reshaping them. This isn't simply about exchange rates or speculation, it's about the dawn of a new financial order. One that's decentralized, resource-backed, digitally enabled, and fundamentally independent of the old fiat-dominated systems. Stick with us as we unravel how the Vietnamese dong and Iraqi dinar are shifting from obscurity to potential leadership in a global financial renaissance. While much of the world's financial media fixates on inflation rates and central bank policies, something revolutionary has been quietly unfolding in Southeast Asia. Vietnam, a country previously classified as a frontier market, has initiated a bold step, a digital version of its currency, the dong. But this isn't just another central bank digital currency, CBDC, like those tentatively explored in Europe or North America. Vietnam's digital dong is something radically different. It's partially backed by gold and rare earth minerals and built on secure, transparent blockchain infrastructure. The ramifications are enormous. This move has attracted interest not only from Vietnamese citizens but also from global commodity traders, regional financial hubs, and even governments seeking alternatives to the US dollar. Vietnam hasn't just created a digital currency, they've built a statement of independence, a technological leap, and an economic bridge for nations looking to bypass traditional systems. In just weeks, digital dong transactions surged. It's not just an upgrade, it's a reinvention of how value moves across borders. For years, countries isolated by Western sanctions or excluded from the US-led SWIFT system had few viable trade options. But Vietnam just opened a new pathway, a parallel financial structure where deals are made faster, cheaper, and outside legacy influence. And now, the world is watching, and learning. If Vietnam could make such a leap, why not others? In the Middle East, the conversation is growing louder. In Baghdad's central bank halls and government offices, Iraq is pondering a bold leap of its own, the creation of a digital Iraqi dinar. But Iraq's vision isn't for just any digital currency. It's one that's transparent, decentralized, and grounded in real, tangible value, backed by its vast oil, gold, and lithium resources. For decades, Iraq's economic potential has been shackled by war, sanctions, and mismanagement. But under the surface lies untapped wealth and a young, tech-capable population ready to embrace change. If Iraq builds a blockchain-based, asset-backed dinar, it won't just modernize, it will redefine the nation's economic identity. This digital dinar could bypass outdated global banking systems, offer instantaneous cross-border payments, and reduce dependency on volatile forex markets. With the right vision, Iraq could become a major financial hub, modern, efficient, and sovereign. This movement comes at a time when the global financial system, led by fiat currencies, is under intense pressure. The dollar-centric model has dominated for over 70 years. But today, it's facing deep structural cracks, ballooning debt, inflation, monetary policy gridlock, and waning trust in institutions. We saw warnings in 2008. The pandemic in 2020 exposed deeper flaws. And by 2025, we're seeing clear signs of a system losing grip. In this uncertainty, Vietnam and potentially Iraq are emerging as the visionaries, not just surviving the collapse of an old order, but helping build the next one. Now imagine this. Iraq launches a digital dinar backed by a diversified pool of natural resources, built on blockchain with smart contracts, offering full transparency and instant transactions. From oil sales to gold trade, Iraq could use this digital currency to establish economic independence, trading directly with global partners without relying on the US dollar. Envision a world where Vietnam and Iraq partner in this transformation. where BRICS nations, China, Russia, India, Brazil, South Africa, and their allies embrace these new digital currencies as alternatives to SWIFT. This would be more than cooperation. It would be a decentralized financial axis that challenges dollar dominance and promotes true sovereignty. It may sound ambitious, but it's already happening. The idea that the dollar is too big to fail ignores historical patterns. Monetary empires fall gradually, then suddenly. Today, global central banks are buying gold, diversifying reserves, and preparing for what's next. Vietnam's digital dong is now being used in real-world commodity deals. If Iraq joins the movement, the effects could be swift and profound. Trust in the dollar could evaporate rapidly. Economies burdened with dollar debt might find relief. Trade regions might form around these new digital currencies. In this environment, the U.S. is paralyzed, tighten monetary policy, and the economy cracks. Loosen it, and inflation flares. Emerging markets now have a rare opening. And Iraq stands at the gateway. This isn't just a macroeconomic shift. It's personal. Imagine a farmer in East Africa selling goods to a Thai buyer using a digital dinar or dong. No dollar needed, no banking friction. Imagine an Iraqi entrepreneur launching a global project funded through smart contracts on Iraq's digital platform. That's what this revolution offers: financial inclusion, independence, and efficiency. Iraq has a once-in-a-generation opportunity to transform. With smart leadership and a bold strategy, it can turn its currency into a global tool of trust. The dinar, long sidelined, could soon stand at the heart of a new economic paradigm, empowering citizens and restoring national pride. This goes beyond speculation. It's not about waiting on an RV rumor, it's about understanding global demand. If Iraq's digital dinar gains traction in energy markets and cross-border trade, its value won't rise on whispers, it'll rise on economic fundamentals. What you're holding isn't just paper, it could become a key instrument in global trade, wealth preservation, and national sovereignty. Revolutions don't always begin with noise. Sometimes, they begin quietly, with code, with vision, with belief. Vietnam made the first move not by challenging the old order directly, but by building a better alternative. Iraq is listening, and it may not be far behind. The BRICS nations aren't asking permission, they're building something new. Moving gold, piloting new currencies, laying the foundations of a parallel system. If Iraq steps into this alignment, it won't just benefit economically. It will become a symbol of rebirth, a nation rising from hardship to lead a global conversation. On money, power, and fairness. Western powers may push back, with narratives, with pressure, but the shift is already happening. The future is forming quietly, steadily, and it's digital, decentralized, and asset-backed. At Iraqi Dinar Info, we don't wait for headlines. We read between them. We follow the undercurrents and bring you the insights others miss. What we're witnessing now isn't just a financial story, it's a transformation of global power. If this message resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Like, share, and subscribe to help others wake up to what's happening beneath the surface. Because this isn't just about holding dinar, it's about understanding what you're really holding. Patience isn't passive anymore. It's powerful. When you hold that currency with awareness, you're standing in alignment with a future that values freedom over control, clarity over speculation, and sovereignty over dependency. History isn't made by institutions. It's made by ordinary people who believe change is possible, and prepare for it before it arrives. Stay informed, stay united, and remember, small currencies, with the right moment and vision, can spark massive transformation. You're not just witnessing history, you're part of it. Like and subscribe for more videos.